Hey folks, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you just landed here, do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe. Today I wanted to talk about this cancer situation because I keep hearing about all this stuff coming up, like not a lot of stuff, but mainly the thing is about these select group of people that has this cure for cancer. I'm going to explain to you why I think that is total BS. There is no cure for cancer. One of the reasons why I believe there's no cure for cancer is, one, nobody can keep their mouth shut. Period. Nobody can keep their mouth shut, man. Here's the deal. If that was out, people would slip up, they'd start running their mouth, and we would hear about it. And two, the reason there's no cure for cancer is because that's basically playing God, and that's not going to happen. I don't think there's going to be much of anything as far as improvement with cancer anytime in the near future. That's just my take on it. Just remember, hey, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not an MD. If you have issues with this, go make sure you go see your doctor. That's very vitally important for when it comes to something like that. But if you're somebody who's trying to do cancer prevention, which is the topic right here, like, hey, maintain a good diet, all natural diet, and make sure you don't get cancer in the future, because at the end of the day, folks, here's the deal. If you don't have your health, you have nothing. That's the truth. I think there's a gentleman that had said that before on another video. It was an actual financial video where he's trying to get people to invest in some stuff, and he had mentioned that briefly. And he needs to reiterate that a little bit more often. If you don't have your health, you're nothing. Like, there are people that have been wealthy and gotten sick, and they were financially devastated. They had all these bills, going to doctors, trying to figure out things. As a matter of fact, I'm watching another gentleman that is in his early 50s, and he has stage 4 cancer. He has cancer in the liver, and he has an issue with his intestines. He had to have a part of his intestines cut out. I mean, so now he's wearing a colostomy bag, and he's in his early 50s. But that came from his diet. He really liked enjoying drinking Cokes, full sugar Cokes, and eating pizzas. And it caught up to him. He was overweight. He's trying to take care of it now, but it's too late. I mentioned a video before about testosterone replacement therapy, about my situation there. You can go, I'll put a card at the end of the video if you want to check that out. But, I might have some issues too, because I took anabolic steroids in my 20s. So I'm a little bit concerned with that. That's why I'm very stringent and harping on people, hey, maintain that healthy diet. The other thing is too, I want to go over this whole cancer situation. If you look at the animals in nature, the animals are not getting these chronic diseases like humans get. The only time the animals get chronic diseases like what we get is when the animals are associated with us. So if you have a deer out in nature, the deer either dies from another animal or it just dies naturally for the most part. There's no problem with chronic diseases like what we have with animals that are actually out in nature. They just don't get it. It's very, very rare. And the issue is that modern people today are so far removed from nature. Their opinion, they think a natural diet is going to Panera Bread and ordering a salad. They think that's a natural diet. That's not a natural diet. And having a natural diet is very difficult in today's modern world. So you want to eat natural products and make sure you give your body the sustenance, which includes red meat, fish, maybe even a little chicken, eggs, getting those types of food. If you want to eat onions and go more plants with it too, hey, I'm all for that. But these people today, your modern person today, has no idea what a natural diet is. They think a natural diet is, oh, you ask them, oh, what did you eat? What's your natural diet? Oh man, I had some mangoes today and I took my vitamins. They think that's natural. Look, here's the deal. If you want to get your vitamins, you have to make sure you're getting your vitamins from real food. That should be your primary source, because that's natural. If you go to the store in GNC and pick up your vitamins, do you think that's natural? No, that's not natural. Is it going to help? Is it better to, if you're vitamin deficient, and taking those vitamins to make sure you don't get deficient? Yes, of course. I don't deny that. There's a time and a place for stuff like that. I agree with that. But if you're a healthy individual right now and you want to be on top of your future and make sure you're not winding up at a station getting chemotherapy or taking pills and all this other stuff that modern medical doctors want you to do today, because they don't think about the diet. They're just like, hey, write a prescription, here's your pill. Okay, then you get worse, and okay, well, now we need chemotherapy to get rid of that, and we're going to give you some pills and hook you up to this device and run all these drugs through your system to kill it. You know, that's too late. That's too late. You don't want to get to that point. You don't want to get to that point at all. That's what I'm doing. I do not want to get to that point. Your health is the most important asset you have right now. Your health, period. If you have $1 billion in the bank account and you don't have your health, man, what's the point? What's the point without your health? That's why I think it's so important to make sure you stay on top of it. If you're healthy, you're so far ahead of millions of people, because there's lots of millions of people in the United States that are unhealthy. We live in a time of chronic disease. 100 years ago, it was infectious disease. People would get sick because they were not taking care of, they weren't washing their hands and stuff. They didn't really understand that back then, that, hey, you can wash your hands and prevent a lot of this stuff. Now we live in chronic disease, and most people, 50% of men are going to wind up with cancer, and I think it's 66 or 70%, or no, 50% of men will wind up with cancer, and 1 out of 3 women will wind up with cancer. That is extremely high, folks. So do what you can do. Prevent yourself from getting sick, because without your health, you're nothing. I don't care how much money you got in the bank account. All right, folks, thanks for watching my video. If you made it all the way to the end, go ahead and hit like, hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.